The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Ajayi. Ajayi, first down and more. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 62 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Cousins now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins. And he finds Cook. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, we know that someone has absolutely no fear. 4th down. They throw it downfield. That ball was competed for by both the defender and the guy catching it, and he comes down with it. Now they've got 1st and goal. What a big-time play.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Cousins now. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They run with a jive, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is a jive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And Jeffrey's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that? It's
really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Mike Bennett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. throwing. Cousins. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Eluding into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Cousins on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On second down, Cousins again. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Ajayi. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And Cook has it left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
That was 2nd down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Wentz now to throw. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
On play action, Wentz. And Tate's got it. 8 yards there and a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They fake the give. Now Wentz steps away. And his pass incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They go play action here on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they have...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the gun on third down, Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll buy some time right. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 56 yards. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Right back to him on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down at 8. And on the ground they go with the running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 13 yards that time at a 1st.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. And they'll go on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequence.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Gone.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Johnny's going to go and mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They run again with a Johnny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
One last shot now for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hero, get my
pen. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step.